Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? You know who this is, the chosen one, Gabriel Skywalker from the DFS Club, and my co-host, the other chosen one, Schroeder Skywalker from the DFS Club, coming to you guys with another MLB main slate video. I was going to do an early slate video, but it's only 3 games, so I figured, we'll just do the main. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for all the support lately. Channel's blowing up. And it's not even NFL season yet, but yeah, guys, thank you so much. Schroeder and I really appreciate it. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button, smash that bell icon, give us a paw up, and then leave us a comment down below, guys. Schroeder and I would really love to hear from you. And if you guys are returning, welcome back. Welcome back, guys. We love reading your comments. You guys are funny, and I like to hear your takes too. You guys have some pretty good takes. So what do you think, Schroeder? Should we get into this? Yep. All right. All right, buddy. Yep. You can go back and forth. Go hang out here because if you're new, Schroeder does his 3 home run calls at the end of the video. So we call that segment Schroeder's Picks. Okay, so let's get into it. All right, a big 10-game slate on tap. And my condolences if you played that Chicago Cubs game today because out of nowhere it got rained out. So first up, we got the Angels at Baltimore. We got 5.5 implied for the Angels, 4.2 for Baltimore. We got Shohei Ohtani on the mound for only 8.7K. Baltimore, we don't know yet. Next up, we got Tampa Bay at Philly. 4.2 implied for Tampa, 4.5 implied for Philly. We got Ryan Yarbrough versus Zach Wheeler at 10K. Next, we got Arizona at Pittsburgh. I can't wait till this series is over. 4.7 implied for Arizona, 4.6 for Pittsburgh. We got Tyler Gilbert on the mound at 6K for Arizona, and we don't know who's going to go yet for Pittsburgh. I'm sure it'll be a doozy. Next up, we got Chicago White Sox at the Blue Jays. Man, when these guys play each other, they don't score a lot of runs. They have yet to hit the over combined, ever. I don't know about ever, but this season, I'll just say that much. Chicago implied total 4.1. Toronto 4.5. You got a couple of good pitchers on the mound too, guys. Even in a hitter-friendly park, we got Luis Giolito at 8.3. That's kind of cheap. Versus Robbie Ray at 8.9. That's kind of cheap. So a lot of good pitchers on this slate, and a lot of them are priced down. So we'll take it, guys. Next up, we got Washington at Miami. 4.1 implied for Washington. Miami 4. We got Josiah Gray go on the mound for 7.9 versus Edward Cabrera, who I believe is making his first major league start. I'm not sure, but I think it is. I could be wrong. Next up, we got the San Francisco Giants at the New York Mets. 4.2 implied for the Giants, 4.4 for the Mets. We got Johnny Cueto on the mound at 7.6 versus Temengelin Walker at 7.3. Next up, we got the Minnesota Twins at the Boston Red Sox, and the Boston Red Sox scored a lot of runs tonight, and so did the Twins. Both teams, if you would have stacked this game, you'd probably be taken down. 4.6 implied for the Twins, 6 for the Red Sox. We got Bailey Ober at 6-1 going up versus Nick Pivetta. And yes, guys, the winning streak still lives. It still lives. My DK cash line cashed nicely, so I'm still on the heater, guys. Next up, we got Texas Rangers at Cleveland. 4 implied totals for Texas, 5.1 implied for Cleveland. We got Jake Latz. I don't even know who the freak that is, guys, versus Zach Plesac at 8.5. A lot of pitchers bombed today, come to think of it. Jeez Louise, man. But yeah, Cleveland 5.1. Don't mind that as a snack tomorrow. We got the last 2 games on the slate. We got the Cincinnati Reds at the Milwaukee Brewers. Yes, I know Milwaukee, but technically it's not a dome. It's a retractable roof, okay? So I was half wrong yesterday. Cincinnati, only 3.2 implied total. Milwaukee, 4.3. You got Louis Castillo at 9.3 versus Brandon Woodruff at 10.2. And I said it today in the Members Only podcast, man. I did not feel comfortable playing that pitcher against Cincinnati's offense today, and he only pitched 4 innings and got lit up. So same thing with Woodruff, man. He has not looked good lately, but we'll get into that. Last game on the slate, we got the Los Angeles Dodgers at San Diego. the Battle of SoCal. There we go. 4.4 implied for the Dodgers. San Diego 3.7. We got Walker Buehler on the mound for only 9.7. And Blake Snell 7.5K. The unpredictable Blake Snell, guys. So that's it for the game-by-game breakdown. Thus far, there is no weather concerns. But again, this is the night before, so who the hell knows when it comes to close to lock tomorrow, guys. All right, so let's get into the DFS club, guys. If you're new, this is my home. This is where you get lineups, cheat sheets, ownership, projections, top stacks, top pitchers of the slate. We do the members-only podcast 1 hour before lock. You got two providers on one. You got DFS Space. You got myself, Skywalker DFS. And ladies and gentlemen, you get every single sport for the cheapest in the industry, and it's not even close. You get NBA, NFL, MLB, PGA, NHL, tennis, NASCAR, soccer, esports, UFC, WNBA, college sports. All you got to do is click join now. It's very user-friendly. Click on my logo, Skywalker DFS, and look at these prices, guys. And this is for all access. This is for the Discord. This is for the members-only podcast. This is for the lineups. This is for the ownership. Everything, guys. $14.99 a month. We got silver plans for only $49. Your gold plans for only $149. And we also have 3-day passes for $7.99, guys. Space and I think did pretty well on today's members-only podcast. We cover prize picks, DraftKings, FanDuel, Yahoo, whatever you guys want. 24/7 tips and advice by the DFS Club. Again, the Pre-Lock Insight is the members-only podcast. We'll be doing that for NFL. Yeah, guys, the Discord, the lineups, the family. Come join the family, guys. We'd love to have you. DFSclub.com. Start winning some money with us, man. We're having way too much fun in here. Okay, so let's get into it. One last thing, guys. My sponsor of this show, of every show that I do, this is Draft Dashboard, guys. It's only $1 for 30 days. The best optimizer on the planet. You get NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL. And the best part is you get access to all my player pools. You get access to my save lineups. You get the lineup optimizer. You get the player trends, the position optimizer, the sleepers and studs of the slate, and the MLB cheat sheet. Because if you can't win cheat, best studs, best mid-tier, best value, best home run hitters, and best spots, guys. It's got the top pitchers, you name it. This is Draft Dashboard, the sponsor of the show. And if you want to try it out, it's only $1 for 30 days, guys. Click the link in the description below. I'll leave it for you. It's only $1. Cancel it anytime. No freaking salesmen are going to hassle you. None of that kind of stuff. Chris is really chill. He designed this phenomenal tool. And, yeah. So cancel it anytime, guys. At least try it out. It's only $1. All right. I remember when I first got this, man. I was up all night optimizing lineups and stuff. It was fun. All right, so let's get into it. So 10 gamer, like I said. Off the tops, you got Brandon Woodruff at 10-2 going up against Cincinnati. I think I'm going to pass here because on this large slate, we have a lot of good pitchers that I think are very underpriced. So I like to take advantage of that, guys. You know what I always say? Best bang for your buck. Zach Wheeler, I'm going to pass. I don't feel comfortable with him, especially lately. And against Tampa Bay, who really went out there and got me in the prison pocket today in my GPPs, but it's rare they don't score runs. However, Zach Wheeler is a strikeout artist, man. He has 194 strikeouts on the year, ERA of 2.78. I don't mind if you want to take some shots here on GPPs, maybe even cash games, depending on the ownership. But Tampa's got that offense, man, that terrifies me. So I'm going to go elsewhere. Like Walker Buehler, 9.7K. Dude's been crazy good lately. His ERA is creeping to the very, very low twos. ERA is only 2.11, 170 strikeouts on the year. And let's face it, San Diego is not doing anything. His history against San Diego, 27, 13, 19, 8, and 35. The lowest this man scored as far as like fantasy points in his last 5 games is 17. Other than that, 29, 30, 27, 33, guys. Walker Buehler, My favorite pay-up option tomorrow at 9-7. Zach Plesac against Texas. Texas started off hot today, and I was kind of tripping because they were the chalk, and I was like, you got to be freaking kidding me. And then they had that good first inning, and I'm like, great. All these donkeys that stack Texas are going to get paid off for not the most wisest move, I'll say that. But after that, they didn't do shit. So, but yeah, Zach Plesac against Texas. I still don't mind it at 8-5. Coming off a bad start. But look at his history against Texas. 23, 26 in his last two. Don't mind it. I think he will be one of the lower-owned 8K range pitchers tomorrow. Luis Giolito's only 8-3 against Toronto. I actually don't mind it. I'll put him in the player pool because ever since George Springer's been out of their lineup, they've been ice freaking cold, guys. Ice cold. And Giolito, if his stuff's in order, man, he'll go deep in the games. 26, 16, 34, -4, 23 in his last 5. If Toronto's going to continue to be cold, guys, I love the price tag at 8-3, and I think it's a good GPP play. Let's see. Next up, Luis Castillo against Milwaukee, 9.3K. Milwaukee's kind of dangerous. Castillo has his moments, right? 4.36 ERA, not the lowest in the big leagues by any means. 145 strikeouts. For me, it's the ownership thing. If he's going to be low owned, I will probably have some shares. He has a great history against Milwaukee. 24, 17, 26, 18 in his last 4. So, yeah, Luis Castillo, and even at 9-3, I think might be in play. I'm going to sleep on that one. Then Josiah Gray, 7.9K in a hitter-friendly park in Miami. And let's face it, Miami has no power batters whatsoever because he does give up a high fly ball rate. But 13, 17, 26, 10, 13 in his last 5. 7.9K. I don't mind it. Another GPP pitcher. Nice SP2 option. Next up, Blake Snell, 7.5K. Again, the Dodgers are ice cold. ERA is 4.82. 139 strikeouts on the year. He's just so unpredictable, guys. He's only pitched 5 innings in his last 2. So I would not play him on FanDuel. But against the Dodgers, this is kind of interesting. In his last 5 pitching against the Dodgers, 21, 17, 19, 27, 21. So nothing under 17 fantasy points in his last 5 against the Dodgers. So that's something interesting to think about. And especially at 7.5K, that's a pretty good deal. Then we got my man, Robbie Ray, man. He's only 8.9K. That's what's up. He last 3 games, 8, 7, 6 innings pitched, 2.79 ERA, 178 strikeouts. My goodness. Gets the White Sox. I don't know. Last time he pitched, and it was against these White Sox, and he got 35 freaking fantasy points. Love me some Robbie Ray tomorrow at 8-9. Shohei Ohtani on DraftKings only. FanDuel, they got him priced up to like 11. I think it's 11.4, which is the most I've seen for a pitcher in a very long time. DraftKings, though, only 8.7. Sign me up. Sign me up for some Shohei Ohtani. ERA of 2.79 on the year. 120 strikeouts. Do I even got to tell you about him, about Babe Ruth here? So, yeah, at 8.7. FanDuel, I'll pass. But DraftKings, I love the price tag of only 8.7K. And those are pretty much the pitchers I like. So let's get into some bats. Let's go. All right, we'll start off at first base. Joey Votto, man. I was going to say Pete Alonso, but look what they did to his price tag. He didn't do anything today, and they almost upped his price tag by $1,000 on DraftKings. They just, DK, I don't know, guys. I don't know about DK sometimes. But Joey Votto, 5K, pretty consistent. He won't dud on you. He's facing Woodruff, which is a righty. I'm not that high on Woodruff. I'm not a believer. Plus, 23 at-bats against him, guys. He has 22 at-bats. He has 2 home runs. He's batting .318 lifetime against them. I don't mind a one-off of Joey Votto tomorrow at 5K, guys. He's a safe play. Next up, Nate Lau's been on fire. Let's face it, he's been on fire. He's 2.5K, 34, 10, 9 in his last 3. He's playing against Cleveland, I guess. And he's against a righty. Plesac is a righty at OPS of 798. So dare I say Nate Lau might be in play in GPPs at only 2.5K, guys. All right, let's go to second base. All right, so off the tops, we have my man, Jorge Polanco, man. I had him today, thank goodness. He got like 20-something fantasy points. He's only 3.6K. This man's still way too cheap, guys. Going up against Pavetta, he's perfect in 3 at-bats. 1 single, 1 triple, 1 homer. I might have 100% of Polanco tomorrow on DraftKings, guys, where he's just way too cheap. On FanDuel, you're paying a premium. But on DraftKings, he's a steal at only 3.6K. Get him in there, guys. Next up, I believe he was on yesterday's video, and I'm going to put him again on today's video. He got a home run today, and he's been on absolute fire. I'm talking about Colton Wong, guys. 23, 30, 16 in his last 3. Going up against Castillo. Look at this. He's 9 for 22, batting .409 like the cleaner. He's 5 singles, 2 doubles, 1 triple, 1 homer. Yeah, I'll go back to Colton Wong, especially for only 3.9K, where I think that's a really good DraftKings price, guys. All right, so let's go to third base. All right, so 5.9K Rafael Devers. Why not? I'm never big on him and Bogarts because I think they're kind of overrated, especially with their pricing. I mean, Devers batting .277, not too good. 29 home runs. I mean, that's okay. But no many players in this price range. You want to see a 300 batting average. At this point of the season, close to 40 home runs. So just pick wisely when you're paying up. Devers is fine if you're going to do a Boston stack because between him and Bogarts, Devers does better against the right-handed pitchers. And against Ober, I do like a Boston stack. Like everybody else is probably going to like a Boston stack tomorrow. They'll probably be highly owned. So, yeah, guys, get him in there at 5'9". Jose Ramirez at 5'7". Hey, he's went out there the last 2 games and has done pretty much nothing, but against another lefty. So I'm going to give him another shot here against Hearn. His OPS versus lefties, 1.13, which is phenomenal. So I'm going to go back here at 5.7K because before this little rut, he was on some fire, and Cleveland's projected almost 5 fantasy points. So I like that. And give me some Chris Taylor. He's 4.5K. Look at this history against Snell, guys. 4 for 10 with 2 homers. I like that. 1 single, 1 double, 2 homers. 400 batting average against Snell. Chris Taylor, too, is pretty cheap. 4.5K. I can deal with that on DraftKings. And another safe play. He doesn't get zeros. So get him in there, guys. Let's see who else. Josh Donaldson, maybe at 3.6. I'll have to think about this one because I think he's washed at this point in his career. He's only batting .245, 17 home runs. Against Pavetta, he's been pretty good, though. And 12 at-bats, he has 3 homers against him. That's pretty damn good. So, and at 3.6, I don't mind another Minnesota stack tomorrow, guys. You can stack this game, and I'd be perfectly cool with it, especially in a GPP cash game. We'll see. We'll see where the ownership goes. But, yeah, Josh Donaldson at 3.6. Definitely worth a look. Let's go to shortstop. All right, we got some oranges, which means these guys are injured. Ahmed Rosario. Dude's been on fire lately. 4K. I do like him, part of this Cleveland stack. He's going up against Hearn tomorrow, who's a lefty. And Rosario crushes lefties, guys. 7, 22, 24, 16, 10. Double-digit fantasy points in his last 4 out of 5 games. Almost got doubled today. He got 7. But he's only 4K. So love him, especially if you're going to stack Cleveland. You got to get him in there at 4K. Tatis is fine, but let's face it. The home runs are there, 34 home runs, but a 289 batting average. He's turning into one of these guys that either get a home run or nothing, man. Against Walker Buehler, he's fared pretty good. He crushes righties this year. He's 5 for 15 lifetime against them with 2 home runs, 3 singles, 2 home runs. So maybe if I play a late slate, I might get to him, but I don't know about paying 6.4 for Tatis these days. But shortstop is just gross. Let's face it. It's not very good. So let's go to outfield. All right. So Juan Soto at 5.4. Don't mind it. The pitcher he's going up against, Cabrera, I think is his name. Juan, even though it's a pitcher-friendly park, should get a homer today, guys. So I'm going to get him in there at 5-4. Kyle Schwarber, since he's gotten back from injury, guys, just hasn't been getting it done. So I'm going to lay off there. Cedric Mullins against Shohei Ohtani, I'll pass. We already talked about Chris Taylor. Lamont Wade, he was on last night's video. He got a home run today. He's still only 4K, guys. Leadoff hitter for the San Francisco Giants. He's going up against Walker, who's a righty. He crushes right-handed pitching, guys. 801 OPS versus righties. Double-digit fantasy points, 3 out of his last 5. So, again, the leadoff hitter for the Giants. Get him in there. Lamont Wade at 4K. If he gets another home run, I wouldn't be surprised. Alex Verdugo. So, Boston, you just got to get the right players, right? It's not as easy as just getting Devers, Bogarts, JD, and all them. When you're doing a Boston stack, you got to get these guys just right. Verdugo's been on fire. He's 3.5K. Couple good outings his last two, 23, 26. Going up versus Ober, who's a righty. He crushes righties, guys. He only bats 6th, but Boston tends to change the batting order around. Duran got shipped back to the minor leagues. So, but 3.5, I don't mind it, especially if you're going to stack Boston. I don't mind getting to the cheaper guys. Let's see. You already went over Tatis. Because Hunter Renfroe, speak of the devil. Didn't like him because he was going up against a righty today, but he proved me wrong. He went out there and got, I think, 2 home runs, 34 fantasy points. He's 4.8K. That's still under 5, so I can deal with it. Again, another righty, but, I mean, who cares at this point, right? Hunter Renfroe is one of these players. Whenever Boston goes off, it seems like he's the reason for it. So 4.8K, you can get him in there. Ketel Marte at 4.7, I don't mind this at all. Mr. Double-digit fantasy points as far as the eye can see. 16, 10, 11, 13, 21. Because he does it all, guys. Home runs, stolen bases, doubles, triples. He does it all. Get him in there. Going up against Keller for Pittsburgh, guys, at 4.7K. Next up, my man, Tyler Naquin, guys, at 2.7. He's been batting second. He still had 7 fantasy points today, which is fine for a guy that's 2.7K. Before that, 28, 23, 24. I talked about him in today's podcast. I know he's going up against the Woodruff here, but baseball is a very streaky sport, guys. Woodruff is a righty. His OPS versus righties is 788. As opposed to lefties, he can't hit them. When it comes to righties, he hits them pretty good. So I don't mind a couple of one-offs of Naquin, Votto for Cincinnati tomorrow against Woodruff, especially if Woodruff's going to be chalky. And Abdul Herrera, guys, 3.8K. I think he got a goose egg today finally, but he's been pretty freaking good. It's a great spot for him tomorrow. Philly should be a popular stack too. Going up versus Yarbrough, I mean, looks like they're going to go Yarbrough or they're going to go like a bullpen game. 0 for 4 lifetime against them, but 4 at-bats. I'm not going to take that too seriously. But he's only 3.8. You're getting the leadoff hitter for Philly. And besides today, man, the dude's been pretty freaking good. 29, 14, 2, 24. So don't mind me some Herrera leading off for Philly at 3.8. And last but not least, my man paid off his price tag again today, guys. Lane Thomas for Washington. Hell, I might even like a Washington stack tomorrow. He's only bare minimal still, 2K. Leadoff hitter, 7. You got a 7 today, which is fine for 2K. 7, 18, 18, 15. Ever since he's been leading off, guys, he has yet to disappoint. The last pick on this video will be Lane Thomas, but definitely not the least. And that frees up so much salary if you can get him out there in the outfield for bare minimal 2K, guys. And that's it for the breakdown of the picks. But before we go, y'all know what time it is. It's time for none other than Schroeder's picks. All right, buddy, just in time. So Schroeder's going to give us, let's get comfortable, buddy. I know. So Schroeder's going to give us his 3 home run calls. First 2 are going to be his single calls, and then his next one's going to be his double home run call. So Schroeder, looking at the list here, who do you got as your first home run call? Go ahead and take a look. Okay. Who do you got for your first one? Yeah. Okay, I like it. I like it, Schroeder. So Schroeder's first home run call is none other than Juan Soto. I like it, dude. I like it. All right, Schroeder. So taking a look at the player pool, who's going to get us that second home run that nobody's talking about? Who do you got for your second home run call? All right, go ahead. Get comfy. Get comfy. Who do you got for your second home run call? Okay. Oh, you're purring too. I know you love the camera. All right. I like it. I like it. It's a little risky, but I like it. Schroeder's second home run call is none other than Hunter Renfroe. All right, man. I'm digging it. Schroeder. So who's going to do it? Who's going to get us 2 home runs? He's looking right at the player pool. Look at him. Who's going to get us 2 home runs and absolutely break the slate tomorrow? Who do you got, Schroeder, to get us a double home run? Yeah? Really? All right. So Schroeder's double home run call tomorrow, guys. Make sure you write this down. You get it in. He says it's none other. I can't believe he's saying this, but he's saying Joey Votto is going to get us 2 home runs tomorrow. And that's going to do it for Schroeder's picks, guys. There he is right there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, thank you for the support lately. You guys have been killing it. DFSclub.com. Come join the family, guys, just in time for NFL. I'm going to start doing NFL videos probably the start of next week. So don't miss out on those. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave us a comment down below. We'll be doing Schroeder's touchdown picks for NFL season. And yeah, guys, DFSclub.com. You guys want the lineups, the cheat sheets, everything, guys. The members only podcast. Be a part of something special, guys. DFSclub.com. And Draft Dashboard is a sponsor of the show. It's only $1 for 30 days. All right, you ready to say a prayer, Schroeder? You ready? All right, Schroeder. God bless you. God bless your families. God bless your pets. Thank you, God, for another day on planet Earth. What do we say, Schroeder? Let's get this bread. Don't take shit from nobody. My name is Gabriel Skywalker. This is Schroeder Skywalker. We thank you guys so much. We are out. Subscribe.